talking about the NFL being a passing league. But the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Here's Muhammad. He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On play action, it's Dobbs. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Out of the gun, Dobbs. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Here's Dobbs to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Carl Lawson in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Dobbs to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll give it to him up the middle. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Let's go!
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round! Cut!
He'll get it up the middle. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Throwing here, Dobbs, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The speedy safety Marcus Allen made the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Andy Dalton, and that's off the mark, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Dalton. Going deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Allen. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Let's go. Try it 38. Try it 38.
To throw is Dobbs. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. Down right around the 25. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! White 90! White 90!
Back to throw Dobbs. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Ryan Glasgow breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now Dobbs. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Throwing, Dalton, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line, Javon Hargrave. Able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And Eifert has it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Hey. 4 down.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Flush to his right. Going top shelf for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Dobbs. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Andrew Billings busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go. One.
Dobbs is throwing. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Back to throw. He'll get this one to Switzer. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a third down. They'll set up to throw. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Dobbs. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Airing one out for Boyd. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. The final act of the first half, Dalton. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll run with Muhammad. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go again with Muhammad. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Steelers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. White 90. White 90.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ohio. Come on, let's go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. And I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to throw.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Preston Brown in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Looking to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
From midfield here, Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will put them on top here in the third. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. First down, Dobbs to throw. To the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. Here's Dobbs to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain of 39 on third. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
52-93.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Here's a give to Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's second down. Dalton looking. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And the fans probably thinking, wow, that's the first time Dalton and Green have connected here, and it's late. Where have they been?
And because they haven't been there, haven't been present, haven't done it often, their team is losing right now. It's vital that those two connect if they want to have a chance.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. So Dalton now. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Give him 30 yards there. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Come on, let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Flex round, flex round.
On second down, Dobbs. Throw left side complete. It's McGee. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Flex round, flex round.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Ohio, Ohio. Come on, let's go.
Throwing here, Dobbs. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? Third and 4.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Now it's countered, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Go on the ball. On the ball. Good.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
368.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Clock still rolling here, 4th down.
Yeah, they got to remember they cannot spike it. 4th down, as you noted.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Go on the ball. On the ball.
They run for it with Mixon. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Wow, that one took some guts. If this doesn't work, you're handing them incredible field position, but this head coach is undaunted, and he makes the call to go for it, and I'll be darned if they don't get the 1st down.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's Connor. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Pittsburgh,
got seats in there. I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl on crack. She go to battle. LAD logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam on the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, I'm at. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jet and they know what that. I came on top of the bill.